When a dog walks into a public space, the atmosphere shifts in subtle yet undeniable ways. Whether it's a bustling city sidewalk, a quiet suburban park, or the wide aisles of a pet-friendly store, the presence of a dog draws attention, sparks curiosity, and often elicits a spectrum of emotional responses. People's reactions to dogs in public are as varied as the dogs themselves, influenced by culture, upbringing, past experiences, and even individual moods on a given day. For many, seeing a dog in public is a source of instant joy. There's something about the wag of a tail, the bounce in a step, or the unapologetic enthusiasm with which a dog explores the world that acts as a balm for the stresses of daily life. Children, in particular, are often the most visibly delighted. Their faces light up, eyes widen, and they may tug excitedly at a parent's sleeve, eager for permission to approach and pet the friendly animal. Even adults, regardless of their own pet ownership status, often find themselves smiling at a passing dog, exchanging a knowing nod or a few kind words with its human companion. This positive response is rooted in deep evolutionary and psychological factors. Dogs have coexisted with humans for thousands of years, developing a unique ability to read and respond to our emotions. Their presence can trigger the release of oxytocin, the so-called love hormone, in both the dog and the human, fostering a sense of connection and well-being. In public spaces, dogs can act as social lubricants, breaking down barriers between strangers, sparking conversations, and creating brief but meaningful moments of shared happiness. Yet, not everyone reacts to dogs in public with unbridled enthusiasm. For some, the presence of a dog can provoke anxiety or discomfort. People who have had negative experiences with dogs, perhaps a frightening encounter in childhood, or even a bite, may feel uneasy or fearful when a dog approaches. For others, cultural factors play a significant role. In some cultures, dogs are viewed primarily as working animals or are considered unclean, and their presence in public spaces may be met with apprehension or even disapproval. Allergies are another consideration. For individuals with dog allergies, sharing public spaces with dogs can be more than just a nuisance. It can be a genuine health risk. Sneezing, watery eyes, and other allergic reactions can quickly sour an otherwise pleasant outing. These individuals may avoid areas known to be frequented by dogs or request that owners keep their pets at a distance. There are also practical concerns. Not everyone is comfortable around dogs, particularly large or energetic breeds. Parents of small children may worry about safety, especially if a dog is off-leash or appears excitable. Older adults, too, may be wary of being accidentally knocked over by an exuberant pup. For these individuals, the presence of dogs in public spaces requires vigilance and, sometimes, the courage to assert personal boundaries. Dog owners themselves are acutely aware of the range of reactions their pets can provoke. Responsible owners strive to anticipate and respect the comfort levels of others, keeping their dogs leashed and under control, cleaning up after them, and ensuring that their behavior is appropriate for the setting. Many dog owners have learned to read the subtle cues in body language. A person stepping aside, pulling a child close, or avoiding eye contact can signal discomfort or fear. In these moments, a conscientious owner will steer their dog away, offering a polite smile or a quiet apology. Public spaces are, by their nature, shared environments. The increasing presence of dogs in these spaces reflects broader societal changes. More people are living in urban areas, relying on public parks and streets for exercise and recreation with their pets. At the same time, the human-animal bond has grown stronger, with dogs increasingly regarded as full-fledged members of the family. This shift has prompted cities and towns to adapt, creating dog-friendly parks, outdoor dining areas, and even public transportation options that welcome canine passengers. Yet the integration of dogs into public life is not without its challenges. Conflicts can arise when the expectations and needs of dog owners clash with those of others. Some people resent the intrusion of dogs into spaces they believe should remain dog-free, citing concerns about cleanliness, noise, or the potential for aggressive behavior. Others champion the rights of dog owners, arguing that well-behaved dogs and responsible owners should be welcomed as part of the community. These debates often play out in local politics, with city councils and neighborhood associations weighing the pros and cons of dog-friendly policies. Issues such as leash laws, access to public parks, and the establishment of off-leash areas are hotly contested, reflecting deeper questions about how we share space and accommodate diverse needs. Beyond the practicalities, the presence of dogs in public spaces also shapes human interactions in profound ways. For many people, dogs serve as bridges, connecting individuals who might otherwise remain strangers. A chance encounter with a friendly dog can spark a conversation between neighbors, create opportunities for children to learn about animals, or simply offer a moment of levity in a busy day. In this way, dogs act as social facilitators, fostering a sense of community and belonging. At the same time, the presence of dogs can highlight social divides. Not everyone has equal access to the joys of dog ownership, whether due to housing restrictions, financial constraints, or health issues. For some, seeing dogs in public is a reminder of what they lack, while for others, it raises questions about privilege and entitlement. The decision to allow dogs in certain spaces can thus become a flashpoint for broader societal debates about inclusion, equity, and the right to public space. The reactions of people to dogs in public are also shaped by the behavior of the dogs themselves. A well-trained, calm dog is likely to be welcomed, or at least tolerated, while a barking, jumping, or unruly dog can quickly wear out its welcome. The onus is on owners to ensure that their dogs are socialized and responsive to commands, minimizing the potential for negative encounters. Training classes, socialization opportunities, and responsible pet ownership campaigns all play a role in fostering positive interactions between dogs and the broader community. There are moments of pure delight, a therapy dog visiting a hospital or nursing home, bringing comfort and smiles to patients and staff alike. A service dog guiding its handler through a crowded street, a testament to the extraordinary bond and mutual trust between human and animal. A playful puppy chasing after a ball in a park, attracting an impromptu audience of giggling children and admiring adults. Equally, there are moments of tension, a dog barking at a jogger, startling passersby, a pile of uncollected dog waste, prompting grumbles and complaints, a misunderstanding between owners and non-owners over the appropriate use of public space. These moments remind us that while dogs can bring people together, they can also expose fault lines and test the limits of our patience and empathy. One notable aspect of people's reactions to dogs in public is the tendency to anthropomorphize, to attribute human characteristics and emotions to the animals we encounter. When a dog looks up with soulful eyes, wags its tail, or performs a trick, we interpret these actions through a human lens, projecting intentions, feelings, and even personalities onto our four-legged companions. This tendency can deepen our connection to dogs, making their presence in public feel more significant and meaningful. Anthropomorphism can also lead to misunderstandings. Not all dogs are friendly, and not all behaviors are invitations for interaction. A dog wearing a vest that reads "Do not pet" or "working dog" is sending a clear message, one that is sometimes overlooked by well-meaning but uninformed members of the public. Educating people about canine body language, appropriate greetings, and the importance of respecting boundaries is an ongoing challenge in dog-friendly communities. The presence of dogs in public also intersects with broader trends in health and wellness. Walking a dog provides regular exercise, encourages outdoor activity, and can help reduce stress and anxiety. For older adults or those living alone, a dog can provide companionship and a sense of purpose, making outings to public spaces both necessary and enjoyable. In this way, dogs contribute to the overall health and vitality of a community, promoting active lifestyles and social engagement. For some, dogs in public are a lifeline. Service dogs and assistance animals enable individuals with disabilities to navigate the world with greater independence and confidence. These highly trained animals perform tasks ranging from guiding the visually impaired to alerting owners to medical emergencies. The presence of service dogs in public is protected by law in many countries, reflecting their vital role in supporting human health and well-being. Public awareness and understanding of the difference between service animals and pets is essential to ensuring that those who rely on these animals are treated with respect and dignity. As society continues to evolve, so too do attitudes toward dogs in public. Younger generations, in particular, tend to view dogs as integral members of the family, advocating for greater inclusion and more dog-friendly amenities. This shift is reflected in the growing number of dog-friendly cafes, hotels, and workplaces, as well as in the proliferation of dog parks and recreational spaces designed specifically for canine enjoyment. Technology also plays a role in shaping people's reactions to dogs in public. Social media platforms are filled with photos and videos of dogs in all manner of public settings, from riding the subway to attending outdoor festivals. These images reinforce the idea that dogs belong in public spaces and can contribute to a vibrant, inclusive community. At the same time, viral videos of negative encounters, such as dogs behaving aggressively or owners failing to clean up after their pets, can fuel backlash and prompt calls for stricter regulations. Ultimately, the question of how people react to dogs in public is a reflection of broader societal values. It touches on issues of empathy, responsibility, and the ways in which we negotiate shared space. At their best, dogs in public bring out the best in people, encouraging kindness, conversation, and community spirit. At their worst, they can be a source of conflict and contention, highlighting the need for clear rules, respectful behavior, and a willingness to listen to differing perspectives. For dog owners, the responsibility is clear to ensure that their pets are well-behaved, that they respect the boundaries and comfort levels of others, and that they act as ambassadors for the broader canine community. For non-owners, a measure of patience, understanding, and open-mindedness goes a long way toward harmonious coexistence. In the end, dogs in public are a microcosm of society itself, a tapestry of interactions, emotions, and experiences woven together by the shared spaces we inhabit. Whether you're a lifelong dog lover, a cautious observer, or someone who prefers to keep their distance, the presence of dogs in public invites us all to reflect on what it means to share our world with others and to find joy, connection, and meaning in the simple act of crossing paths with a wagging tail.